Hey, how's it going, guys? Welcome back to the Ignite SAT Mastery Program. Today, we'll be covering Lesson 1 of Module 3, Identifying Unique Question Types in the Writing section. Now, there's going to be a few types of questions that we're going to see in the writing section, and it's actually slightly more than the reading section. Now, the first one will be punctuation questions. The next will be more specific grammar questions. Then we're going to have transitions or transition questions. Then we're going to have word choice questions. Then we're going to have a question I like to call keep, delete, delete. And we're going to show some examples of these. Then we're going to have the best sentence questions. And finally, we have placing the sentence questions. Now, a tip. All of these SAT writing questions can be put into these specific categories. And as a point, it is crucial to learn how these patterns coincide with each other, because learning these specific strategies will help to answer every writing question to its fullest ability and be a surefire way that you will get that question correct. Now, let's look at some examples of these specific questions that I mentioned. Now, punctuation questions are going to involve things like colons, semicolons, commas, and they're going to have different words broken up by these specific punctuations, as the name suggests. So these are some examples of those. Then we have grammar questions, and this mostly has to do with the, prepositional phrases, the noun, subject, verb agreement, and other things that can also include some punctuation. Then we have transition questions, and this is as easy as it seems, just a transition between different sentences or paragraphs and replacements for such. Next, we have word choice questions, and this is also a little bit as easy as it seems. It's basically just switching out the words that we are given for a better, more appropriate word in that specific instance. And within that instance, it's always possible that a no change is there. The next we have is keep, delete, delete. Now, these kind of questions can be particularly tricky, but they go through this general format. As you can see in question 8, there's 2 keeps and 2 deletes. And it's going to be roughly split like this, but the evidences will be changing. And for 6, it's another format similar to that. It's a yes, yes, no, no, but it's the same exact concept. Then we have the best sentences questions. And these questions are asking for the best sentence that coincide with either a description in a specific paragraph, or maybe a graph, or maybe a relation throughout the entire passage. These questions are kind of like the big idea questions that we see in the reading section. And finally, we have placing sentences. Now, these questions are pretty obvious to recognize. They're going to have a specific sentence, and it's going to say, these sentences should be placed, and then give a bunch of options after, before a sentence. It could be where it is now. Next time, we're going to be looking at punctuation rules and how to apply those to the writing section.